Here's the Jaguars and the Steelers. NFL action for Sunday. Jacksonville on the road here, a 2.5 point favorite after the Steelers ended up showing a little bit of signs of life. How about that? The total here looks like it's currently at 42. Here in this one, yeah, Pickett, look, this one's definitely moved in the favor of Jacksonville. In fact, if any team right now, league wide, is getting a little bit of public momentum as a team that I don't want to say is graduating into the playoff contender or above average playoff category, it'd be Jacksonville right now with their little run. They've made the most of it for sure with the uh, wins in uh, wins in London, coming back to win a game quickly at home and then going on the road. But now we're faced with another road game here with Jacksonville. It doesn't feel terrible, actually, for the Jags this week. It might actually, maybe there is something to it. They just feel very publicy this week. The widely reported steam has come in on Jacksonville, and I don't know. I was kind of favoring Jacksonville here in this one, and that's probably the way I'm going to go. I'm probably willing to lay the points. I mean, uh, maybe they are the public darling this week, and I'm not a public darling type of guy, but um, maybe I am. Oh my darling, this week. And Thomas says here, Jacksonville. And Ray says he's leaning to the Jaguars as well. So it's tough, because you think Pittsburgh at home, Tomlin, underdog. These are the things that people look to get on here. So, uh, like I said, Jacksonville is getting kind of the wise guy to like. Okay, they already were a top playoff contender heading into this season, right? The problem is they didn't get off to a good start and they looked pretty bad. But remember, it was Jacksonville. They played a terrific game against Kansas City. They played good in that game against Kansas City, considering the stakes and the fact that Kansas City has been so established as a championship franchise, and Jacksonville, has never really tasted much. Yeah, they've made it to the championship game before, but not to the bowl. And uh, hey, that for them to have the success that they've had, good on them. And I like what Jacksonville is doing. I still think there's room for continue to move up for Jacksonville. I think Pittsburgh. Look, the defense is getting a little bit better again. I've tried to argue. I went on some shows. I don't know. I felt like I was getting called out a little bit. Look, I was just going on the stats. I wasn't necessarily. I know we can still Pittsburgh can have a good defense, and they always do, and they always shore it up if there's an issue or anything. But statistically, they were ranking near the bottom of the. Now they did have an okay, they moved up a little bit, but they still in some of the categories are ranking pretty low. So I'm going to take a road favorite here, and don't forget, I mean, I'm still Mister under road favorite. Not giving out the total here on the show, but there are a lot of road favorites this week. And again, just to reiterate something we've talked about on the show several times about these unders, when you first are looking to decide whether you want to go under or over, or maybe your numbers say or whatever, you don't know. But when the road team is favored by 9 points or less over the last two almost 2.5 seasons now, unders are coming in at a 69% clip. That's when the road team is favored, such as this by a field goal or so. Anything under 9 points. So that's pretty strong. I'm going to take Jacksonville in this one as they continue to grow, continue to look good, in my opinion.